Okay, from here we're going to forge a scroll on the end of this piece. The scroll referring to the little curly Q at the end of the hook right here. These are common in history, in historical pieces and modern pieces alike. They just create a little finish to the end of a bar that's going to be a lot more aesthetically pleasing and nice to look at. And also, if you're hanging hats or coats or whatever on it, it's not going to poke holes in your stuff. So to do that, we're taking this tapered point that we made in the first video, and we're just dragging it over the corner of the anvil like this. And because it's hot, it's not going to kick the bar up behind it. It's going to actually drag that with very little resistance over the corner of the anvil to start that initial curve like this. And then we're going to turn the piece over to where the curve is going up, and we're going to strike from the curved portion at the end of it, and it's going to gradually start to roll it up just like a scroll, which is why that's what it's referred to. I'll show you that now. Brush it to get the scale off, and we're just dragging it. And you see how it starts that curve? And then we just bring it back. Maybe knock it down a little bit, center it up. But that's the scroll, the initial scrolling at the end of the bar. And it's as simple as that. Again, all you need is a flat surface with a 90-degree side on it, and you can do that right there. You can make this point and you can make a scroll. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to heat this section here of this bar, and then we're going to drag the end of this over the corner of the anvil in the same manner to create this sweeping curve that's going to be our hook. So we'll do that next. Cool that scrolled end off in the quench tank to keep it from misshaping too much. It's going to misshape a little bit anyway. That's okay. We just turn it to the flat. I was going to straighten that up with the horn of the anvil, but I realized I can't. So that's a little bit irregular. I could fix it on the horn of the anvil, but if your anvil surface does not have a horn, that's going to be just fine for you. You can see the slight variation in the shape that we're going for. Again, I could fix that on the horn of the anvil, but in the effort to show you forge work with minimal materials and minimal tools, we're going to leave that as is and work with it from there. So that's how you form a scroll and how you form a hook on the end of a bar. It's basically the same process. One is just bigger than the other one, and you just have to keep track of your angles And be careful not to let the corner of the anvil or the corner of your hammer or the face of your hammer create gouges or flat spots on the piece that you're working with. And you'll learn that with time. But that's a very simple scrolled hook. In the next video, I'm going to take a chisel. This chisel, in fact, you can find these at hardware stores all over the place. They're easy to buy. And I'm going to cut it off somewhere right back here. And I'll cut it hot. Probably right about there, I would say. And we'll go ahead and mark that up for now to get it ready to go. Oh, if I don't drop it. And then once it is, once it's cut off, we'll form the hanging portion. Or the flat portion that'll go against the wall and be drilled right here. So we'll do that next video. Stay tuned, subscribe, you'll see it when it's posted.